Good morning.
Welcome to Coffee Chat Creatives.
Awesome. I'm Siri, and
I'm Claudia.
Sorry about that, Claudia. I was like, I'm going to introduce my co-host, I guess. I don't know. That's
we're
weird.
co-hosts.
Yeah. So today we're at Cup of Cozy off of Answer, and it's a really nice place. So what are you working on today?
This week I am working on prepping for my wine stem class. I have a class at Casa Rondeña,
I'm
and
so
it's sold
excited.
out. So,
Oh my goodness. I'm really excited for
I'm
you.
excited, yes.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I am currently working on a few commissions. I'm really excited. I recently just finished one up of a whale.
Yes.
And it was just the cutest little thing. Just mailed it out. I'm waiting to hear back from her. Doing one of a peacock right now, and then one for a really sweet couple. And I'll send you some photos for those. But
that's awesome. That's really good.
It's a dream being an artist. Yeah.
So I know this recording is going to be later on, but we are also having the artist social. I don't know if it's like the social for the art exhibit at the Ranchos Bakery.
Yes, and we're doing that right now. It's going to go through February 28th, so the end of the month of February, and after that, it'll be done. So you should still stop by the Los Ranchos Bakery because they're open all year round. It's not just for the month of February, but the February art show. Both Claudia and I have art in there, so go see it.
Yes.
And if you can find it, take a picture and send it to us.
I know, that'd
would
be awesome.
So cool.
I'll send you a sticker if you do that.
Oh yeah, you know what? Let's raise the stakes. I'll send them a sticker too.
Yeah, find our art, and we'll send you a sticker.
But only for the first person. You got to send it back. So race there.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna do it for everyone? I'm greedy.
That's okay. I have tons of monkey stickers.
Oh, that's sweet. I love that.
Yes. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm also going to be at the market this Saturday. I know this is going to be later, so
this Saturday on the 14th?
Yes.
I'm looking forward to that. I will be at the show in the Los Ranchos Bakery in the morning, and then I'll be at a gallery show at the 3017 that evening.
You have a gallery opening that
I
day.
do. Mm-hmm. I forgot to mention that.
Yes. We're busy artists.
Yeah, we're busy ladies.
No, but we want to make sure that our community is also supporting other artists, not just us.
Speaking of other artists, we have a really special guest today. Should we introduce her?
Yes,
awesome.
Please do.
Hi, Monique.
Hi.
So this is Monique Fuller. She is an amazing, crafty lady. And crafty in the good way, not like, haha, rub my mustache kind of way. So tell me, how long have you been doing this for?
Honestly, I have been very creative my whole life, I would say that. But more within the last couple years, right after I had my kiddo. That's when I started just like jumping into it and really enjoying it and actually putting time towards it versus like, I have an hour here, let me sit down and do some painting or whatever. But now it's like all the time.
At what point did you consider yourself an artist?
Honestly, I don't. And so I think it's weird that you were like, oh, well, we're supporting local artists. And I was like, I'm not an artist. I just do things. I don't know. And so to me, it's kind of like, I guess, new. It's new to be like considered that way.
Wow. That's one thing I hear from artists is they never truly like accept it until much later on. And that was the story for us too. Mm-hmm. Like we didn't accept it till later on because I would say when I first met you, I was like, oh, she's a wonderful artist. And then we talked about it and you didn't start considering yourself one until very recently. Huh?
Yes.
And same here.
I think until I went like professional and I actually had a tax number and everything, that's when I am getting paid for this. Yes. That's when I feel like I considered myself an artist.
Kind of the same story, actually, which is funny. And then because you don't consider yourself one, what would you consider yourself as? Because I see your work and I'm like, that's very artistic. Why would you not consider yourself an artist?
I don't know. I think it's more of like, this is something that I just do. It's fun. It's like part of my life, but it's not something that, I guess like you were saying like, oh, it's like you got paid for it. You work for it. And I'm like, it's not really work for me. I just love to do it. And so it's
Mhm.
just there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never considered myself an artist. I think to, my mom, seeing her, I'm like, oh, that's an artist. I just do things.
Beautiful things.
Yes.
Thank you.
And I see that you brought some of them so we can all
Yes.
see them. So that's even more exciting because usually we'll just ask people to
You know,
send
people's,
photos.
like,
Yeah,
photos
we're
right
like,
there.
here's a photo.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Like I can send some of those in too because I have a few that were like special request things that came out really good, and I'm like, oh, those are gone because they were special requests.
Yeah.
Because they paid for them.
It's true.
So you're an artist,
I guess.
officially and professionally. I would say so.
Like
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So as far as, because Valentine's Day is coming up, and we do want to hit some like topics with love, and sometimes like having this passion and everything for your artwork, but you're also a mom.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like find it difficult to like, I don't know, do both?
Yes and no. I think so my son is 2.5, almost 3 now. And so he is running around being crazy. And so
That
if I
lasts
have a
forever.
bunch of stuff out,
It will be forever.
if I have a bunch of stuff out, I'm like, oh, don't touch that, don't touch that. But when he was little, it was very much like I'd have him, tummy time on my chest and I'm crocheting. And so it's evolved. And he's very respectful too with when things are out. He's like, okay, I don't touch that because it's mommy's.
Aw.
But no, I don't think it's too hard. I think holding classes is hard when you have a little one running around. But other than that, I think everybody that like within my community, they embrace him too. And so it's like great for
Having
me.
a good support
Yes.
system is very important.
Yep. And my husband too, he's like all on board too with everything that I do, and he's definitely my unpaid handyman
Yeah.
with all the things. I'm like, oh, I'm having a show. Help me carry all this stuff in. So he's great.
That's so sweet. So definitely, what are you drinking right now?
The purple matcha, and let me
Ooh.
tell you, it is delicious.
What about you, Miss Claudia?
I had the almond. I don't know what it was called. What's it? Honey almond.
Oh,
So it's got almond milk, a shot of espresso. How many shots? 2 shots of espresso. And like I need espresso. And honey.
nice.
It's really good.
And I'm just having a latte with some sugar-free caramel syrup in there. Yeah, it's pretty delicious.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you for coming and
Yes.
joining us to our chat.
I love it.
So definitely, one of the things that we want to get across in our podcast is that it feels like just friends talking, because that's what we are. We're just friends, and we started this journey by like, oh, how are we going to help the community?
Mm-hmm.
How are we going to help other artists? Because there's a lot of information that we as artists can help each other with. Like, oh, I don't really know how to do this. So I see what you do and how you book classes out. Who taught you how to do that? Or was it like a learning curve for yourself?
I think it was a bit of a learning curve. I do have a really great support system, and so a lot of my classes in the beginning were friends and family, just coming to my house, doing the things. And then I got good with Bosque Brewing, which is now not doing their stuff.
Yeah.
And so that's really hard. I feel like I have a bit of a setback because I was doing a lot of stuff through Restoration Pizza. And so I'm kind of in like a limbo phase right now, figuring out where I can do more classes. But to be honest, it's just like my friends and family right now still. And I'll get back into the booking more classes once I find good venues.
That's amazing. Wow. So when building those kind of relationships, you said that having a little one running around, I understand today you actually had to get someone to watch him.
Mhm.
Is that like you have a great support group? Who is in that support group? Is it just immediate family or friends or?
I would say it's immediate family and friends. I do have a big family, and so it's like he's with my grandmother right now, and you would think that she's very old. She is not. She is 50. She's been 50 my whole life, and so she watches him sometimes. My mom, and then my husband's parents are a really great support system for us as well. Yeah,
Awesome.
and then our friends, like, oh, we want to go on a date night. You want to watch our kid? They're like, yeah, so it's good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So aggressive.
Yes, they love it.
that was my reason for starting to paint. I needed to get away from my children, from my kids, or my daughter. My daughter was baby, and just being a at home mom was always hard. And I'm like, okay, I need time away.
Yeah, I started. I became a stay-at-home mom. He was probably 8 months old.
Okay.
So I was there for like the first 3 months, and then went back to work for a little bit, and then he was about 8 months old when I came back. And I wouldn't trade it, but it is hard. I didn't think it was hard until I did it, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Wait till he's a teenager.
Oh man, I don't want to think about that.
No, you put in all the effort right now, and then when he's a teenager, you just hope that everything goes well.
You just pray really hard. So what do you think your work like tells people?
Stories. I don't know. I feel like it's more I just kind of see and do.
Where do you get the inspiration of like doing I want to do a pink unicorn or something like?
Well, the unicorn, I'll tell you that. My cousin is turning 3, and I actually hang out with her all the time. And so her birthday theme was unicorns, and I was like, I'm gonna make you a unicorn.
Yes.
And so I think it's just more of life. Like life is kind of doing the things. Sometimes I just do now. Like I used to follow patterns for crochet. Now I just do. Ooh. And so my best
sign
friend,
of an artist right there.
My best friend, she was like, "Ooh, that doesn't look like a cow," and I'm like, "Well, I'm not fixing it, so it's gonna be a horse now." And so it's just like I just do, unless it's like a special order, then I'm making sure that it looks like what you want it to look like, and not a cow looking like a horse.
Wow, that's incredible. And was crochet kind of your first craft?
I think in this like era of my life, yes. But I actually used to do a lot of painting, and now I kind of stepped away from painting.
Acrylic, watercolor. Okay.
Yeah, acrylic. Lots of painting. I actually have like tons and tons of paint supplies and all the things, and so that is the harder one to bring out with the kiddo for sure. Versus yarn, I could just
just roll it out.
Yep.
So as far as the cleanup process, when you first had your kid, that's a lot. You're hardly sleeping already. Was that like a difficult thing to do?
I think I like to say that God gives you what you need. And I needed a baby that was really good, and he was really good. And so he actually slept through the night within like 3 months.
Okay.
Wow.
And so I was pretty well rested. And so I feel like I kind of had the easier end of things when it comes to a newborn. And so no, he just kind of intertwined with all the stuff, and we just kept going and doing. So it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too hard.
Wow. Do you have anything that leads your art?
I think seasons, and so like right now it's like Valentine's Day season situation, and so I'm doing like roses and hearts and different stuff around like that.
Do you sell at a market or anything?
So I don't usually go to markets. I think that it's really hard. It's very saturated. And so you go to markets to have fun, not to sell. You go to markets for the community, not to sell. And so when it comes to selling, I do more very small situation things. When I go to markets, it's more to like meet other people and to have conversations and to talk, because there is just a lot of markets happening all of the time. And so I think a lot of people go just to look versus to actually like buy.
Okay.
Could be where I'm at. I don't know.
Yes. Okay. I have a New Mexico question.
Ooh.
Red or green?
Christmas.
Hey!
No, that's cheating. Both of you are so bad.
If I had to choose, it would be red. But 7 years ago, I would have said green. And my husband is a red guy. And I was like, I don't really like red. And then I had some red, and I was like, oh, I really like red. But now it's like both.
See, it's not cheating.
You need both.
You get this one time. You too, Claudia. Just once. So with crocheting, do you ever feel like you're overworking a piece?
I think when someone has a special request, and I very much pride myself about not looking at patterns anymore, not like following something and just kind of looking and doing. It's called frogging. I'll frog a lot when that happens.
Frog?
So frogging is when you pull the the piece apart. And so you can have like the whole head done and you're like, I don't like the way that looks. And so you frog it, you pull it out. And so that's like something that I do when I'm working on something special for someone. But when I'm just doing it's like, it's gonna be a frog now, or it's gonna be this now. I don't frog my work often.
Do you ever do a custom piece and then like, oh no, this didn't come out, I'm gonna make it into a horse, and then now this is gonna be, you're starting all over and doing some.
Yes, I've started over a couple times. There was one that I did for, I'm trying to think, Restoration Pizza. They did a family trivia night for Beetlejuice, and I made the worm thing. And I was like, the first one I made, I did not like it, and I was like, I can do better. And so I changed my yarn, made it bigger. It was very long, and then I loved it after that. So I still have that first one. It's ugly.
Oh. I know, first pieces of art sometimes are like so important.
They are, but they're also so hard to look at as an artist, because we've talked about that before with our first pieces, and we're like, oh Lord, like, I'm glad I don't have to see it anymore. But that's the great ability to grow and be better.
Yes, that's how you see your growth.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, I did that. And now I can do this. Yeah.
Exactly. So
that's true.
Do you have a difficult time pricing your work?
Yes. I think for crochet specifically, people have a very difficult time pricing it because it does take a long time. I call it a labor of love. I tend to not price mine based off of my time because
you'd be selling $100 worth of stuff. Yeah, probably.
And so it's more of like how big is the piece? How much supplies am I using?
Okay.
Am I using like a safety eye versus embroidering the eye? And so I don't use my time on that. I use how much product I guess I'm using.
Yeah.
And the way that I look at that and justify it is I get to spend every day with my child, and that is a gift that not a lot of people get to have. And so my payment is I get to spend my time with my kid, and so I can do this while watching him, and put it down and play. It's like it's very in and out of work, and so to me it's like I can't really price this based off of time because it took me like 7 hours, but it should have probably taken me 3.
Yes.
And so
but you got to be with him,
and so that's the payment.
I love that. Yeah, that's a great payment.
So I do more of like how much did I spend and can I make some profit off of that versus how much time, because the time is a lot. It's a lot of time.
Sure. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna 2, 3. Good.
This is so fun. I love.
So these are some of the things that she makes.
It makes noise.
So that's my most recent fidget. So that one's called a pickle pop because it looks like a pickle, and then it pops when you squeeze it. Yeah, you squeeze it like back and forth. There you go.
There we go. And what is this one?
That one I call the Squish Monsters.
Wow.
And so I make a bunch of different variations of the same thing.
It's so cute. Oh my goodness. And then
look at these. This
and then the rose.
Beautiful.
Yep.
And you said the rose was one of the first things you started with.
Yes. The rose was one of the first things that I did. I made probably 150 or so, and that's what I got left.
Oh, wow.
There's about 10 over there.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Wow. So you just sold all of those?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, except for like 10.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Wow.
That is beautiful.
And I noticed you had something else with you.
So this one is I call it my big-headed frog.
Oh.
I actually made this during the UFC fights, and so we were watching the UFC fights, and I was making my little big-headed frog.
Here you are watching all this violence and everything, and making lovable things.
That's the way to go.
Yep.
I love it. Wow.
Wow, we should have you watch more
Violent things.
Scary movies.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, right.
Get a lot
watching
of
like fluffy, more fluffy things after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the big-headed frog.
Oh, that's so cute.
The cute things that can come from violence. Okay, so when you start out as a teacher in these classes and stuff, were you ever insecure? Like, these people probably know more about this than I do?
Not in that aspect. I didn't feel like I didn't have the skill to teach. I think it's more of like maybe nervous about saying something wrong or like not giving enough instruction of, oh, don't do that, or like it just, I don't know, like I feel like I've done so much with teaching that I just go with the punches. Like, it's fine. And no one has ever been like, this is awful. I think if I had that experience, I'd be like, I don't want to do this anymore. But it's always been like, this is so much fun. I enjoy this. And getting like feedback from people has been really like, I guess, inspiring to like keep going and try new things. Cause I was like, I don't know how to do the things. And then I learned and did the things.
Mhm.
So
That's amazing.
And sometimes you learn from your own students.
yeah.
So I'll do paint your pet or other classes, and they're like, "Oh, let's do this," and I'm like, "Oh, that actually looks a lot better than mine." So yeah, you do.
Well, I understand that Claudia, she was and she still is a teacher of 6+ years with the arts, and so teaching art is definitely different than teaching a technical topic because art is so subjective.
Well, sip and paints and paint parties are very different from like technical classes.
Right. Yeah,
You're really not giving any
textbook.
technical stuff.
Yeah,
But you're showing them how to get into have a masterpiece and take it home.
Yes.
That's it.
Which
But
I would imagine would be a little harder in some areas because I mean some things you have to imagine. Well, for me, I would imagine that yes, you want them to go freestyle on some things, but you also want them to have something nice to bring home. Do you ever have a trouble like, okay, is this just their style or is this actually going to ruin like their work?
No, only because I think that some of the control that I have is the type of supplies. And so if I put out crazy supplies, it might get a little crazy. But if I'm sticking with like butterflies and flowers and gold pieces and silver pieces, no matter how you mix all that together, it's going to be pretty. And I feel like you can add more things in where I've done pieces like the trinket dishes where I have different color sets. So you can mix those colors, of course, but when they see a color set together, they're like, "Oh, I like that one."
Yeah.
And so just trying to guide, but also not say no. Like if you want to mix the colors, see what happens.
Yeah.
And I don't think that like I've even seen anybody leave with a piece that I wasn't like, that is pretty. So
Really?
yeah.
Okay, what about you, Claudia? Because you've been teaching for so long. You guys probably relate on this. I've never taught a class. Can it ever be like overwhelming or frustrating with so many people in one class?
Sometimes it is. Sometimes you get students that are like, "I need help with this," and then you end up drawing everything. You're like, "It's paint your pet, not
Me.
you paint your pet, not me paint your pet."
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Wow.
But it's not something that you ponder on forever. You move on.
Yeah, so you just like, well, it looks really good. I did a good job. Did you ever have that happen where a student is like, can you do this for me?
No, I don't. I just kind of put my hands behind my back. And I
Oh.
go, "Oh, that's so pretty." And then if they're like, "What should I do next?" I'm like, "Well, you're working with a seashell and you're working with this, and this would go really nice together." And then the biggest thing with resin is like you can move it as much as you want before it cures. So once you cure it, that's it.
Oh.
You don't you can't really do much after it's cured.
Yes.
But before it's cured, I'm saying, "Is that what you like? You really like it? Do you want to change anything?" No? Let me cure it. And so it stays how they want it. And so it's just more of like talking with them to see what they like. And I don't step in on the art at all because I'm like, I'm probably going to mess it up because my art is different from others.
Yeah.
So,
And that's so true. I love that my art is different from others because everyone else is.
I know. Look at
yeah.
us. We have
Yeah.
same medium, but it's very
Exactly,
different.
very different. And yours, Claudia, actually, she inspires me with how much color she used in her art. A few years ago, I was really hesitant and I would put the lightest little pastels. And like, I think it's beautiful still. But now that I added like a more vibrant life to my work, and like, it's thanks to the people like Claudia in my life, like my mom, specifically like really colorful, bright people. Have there been people like that who inspire your work in that kind of way?
my mom.
Yeah.
Like my mom does all the things. She does watercolor or illustrative watercolor, and she just kind of like picked it up and did it. And I know that that's where I get my stuff from because I kind of just pick things up and do it too. But I tend to stay away from watercolor and illustrative watercolor because I'm like
It's a
I
difficult medium.
it is, and she's so fast and
Yeah.
good, and I'm like, how do you do that? I've been doing this for 2 years now, like really pushing it, like every day doing something, and you picked it up in one day and you have like a whole gallery. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I don't understand, but she has it.
She does.
And she doesn't know she has it though. She's still like, I don't know. And I'm like, Mom, it's really good. And she's like, I don't know. She's gonna get there because every time she does something, I'm like, that's beautiful. I don't understand how you don't know. What?
That's another thing that, like, when people believe people, when they tell you, I love this, believe them.
Yeah.
That's hard to accept
It is.
too.
Compliments are hard to accept.
Yeah, and then you're always worried, like, do I sound prideful if I say I did a good job
Thank
or if
you.
I'm proud of it?
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, the first time I said I was an artist, I was like, oh my goodness, that's so cringy. And it felt very prideful. But now I'm like handing out my business cards. I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, I'm going market events, I'm going galleries.
Mhm.
And it's okay to, like, just say something like, I'm good at this. I can
Mhm.
still learn, though.
Oh yeah.
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 And I think we get that mindset, like, if I say this, I'm going to stop learning. And that's just not true.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like I'm definitely one of those people that will see something and be like, I can do that, and then I'll do it. And so it's hard because you look at my house and it's like an entire room looks kind of like maybe a rundown Hobby Lobby because it's like not super organized, but it's like Hobby Lobby room. Like there's a
I like
lot.
that.
And it's funny because my husband will be like, what is that for? I'm like, well, I have this idea. And he's like, oh my gosh, please tell me you have a place to put it. Because it's like I sometimes come home and always on a good deal.
I think husbands need a club
Yes.
of like
Emotional
them,
support club.
emotional support club for
creative
artists
wives.
of art,
Yes.
husbands of artists.
Yes.
Yeah. What would that be? The
Oh gosh.
HOA. Husbands of artists.
Yep.
Bless their hearts. Oh my goodness.
Yep. They need some support because they come in and sometimes they're like, what is happening? What is going on?
What is that box? Yes. Why is Amazon outside?
Yeah.
Right? Oh my goodness.
Yes. Well,
he's a good sport though.
And that's the best part. You get the support.
I'm like, I got a big old mess room right now with all of the art stuff, and he just kind of it's okay. It's gonna be fine. I'm like, I know. It'll be clean when it needs to be cleaned.
There we go. Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, do you name any of your work?
I did name. I don't have it with me, but I had Holly the Highland Cow. Was my first one of my first like no pattern, did it straight by myself. And I thought it was so cute that I like named it, and I did like a Canva thing behind it that said Holly the Highland Cow. It was so cute. And then I based a lot more of a lot more of my work off of Holly. And so that one was the only one that I named. And then I just kind of let people name them themselves. I'm like,
yes. Okay.
This is for you.
I love that. And obviously there's more work. So you also named your son. Is there a story behind his name?
Yes. So I am Hispanic and so is my husband. So we had a really hard time picking one name because, we're Hispanic. Yeah. And so
Jose Guadalupe.
Exactly. And so we stopped at 3. We're so proud.
Wow.
He has a first name, a middle name, and a last name.
Oh,
so
wow.
proud. But my husband was coming up with names left and right when we figured out we were having a boy. And I was like, no. I worked with kids for so long that I was like, oh no, I knew one of those. No. And so I was just no to everything. And he was like, well, we're going to have to pick a name at some point. And I was like, you're right.
When he's 4.
I know. So we sat down actually and we wrote down all of the names of all of the men in our life on his side and on my side that had some type of impact on our life. Aww. And so we wrote down every single name that we can think of with that. And it was mostly our family. So when we did Elijah's name, we wrote out many different names. We would write like Matthew or whatever and try to connect all of those names to the things. I can send you a picture.
Oh, nice.
So when you put it on there, you're like, this is what it looks like.
That is awesome.
Yes. And so he has a connection to every man in our lives through his name. And it was when we because I didn't like want Elijah, if that makes sense. Like it was like I didn't want that name. I was like, God, I need a name because I can't.
Yes.
Like I'm saying no to everything. And so we just sat down on a little notebook piece of paper and we were just writing and we're like, not that one, not that one. This one works. Whoa, does it work? Oh, it works.
Oh,
That's his name.
nice.
And we just went with it.
That's beautiful. Oh my
What is his full
goodness.
name?
Elijah Michael Fuller. Michael Thomas Fuller. Michael Thomas hyphened.
Wait, that's
Nice.
Michael Thomas. That's 4.
Michael Thomas is
The
hyphened.
hyphen is 1.
Oh,
It's 1.
like
Michael
Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Or as he says, just man.
Just man.
Just
Yeah.
man.
It is. So, tell us something that most people don't know about you.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm an open book. That's a hard question. Something that most people don't know about me.
Do you like onions? Do you like garlic?
Oh, I
Can you dance?
loathe onions. No
Okay.
onions for me.
Oh,
All the garlic though.
all the garlic. Okay.
Ooh.
I love to dance. Ask me questions. I'll tell you all the things. I'm
Wait,
like,
you
I'm
do
open book.
dance?
I love to dance.
Do you consider dance a form of art? Because
Yes.
I would say yes. You
Yes.
do.
I don't think that I'm an artist though in dance. Me and my husband like to go country western dancing, and so we go
Fun.
dancing in that like aspect. Not much anymore since having the baby, but like you do what you do. Go to
Mhm.
weddings and we show off there
Mhm.
now. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, dancing. I do lots of art. I just stay home. I don't know.
Do you ever find like places you're just like, wow, I really want to sell here? How do you like make those relationships as an artist?
I think it's more of talking. So we're actually at Cup of Cozy right now, and we had a little break, and I might be setting up a class here now. So like just talking and being open and not being afraid of rejection, I think is a big one.
Yeah.
Because they can say no, but what is that going to affect you? Like, okay.
Yeah.
And then you walk out with your Cup of Cozy and you're fine.
Yeah, exactly.
But it seems like it's more people are willing to support you. You just have to be open about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That is wonderful.
How can we support you? Where can we buy your stuff?
See, I'm not as professional as you guys. I don't know. I'm like, I have an Instagram.
Okay, Instagram.
So,
I'll post your Instagram.
I'll give you that. I'm really bad at posting
Okay.
because when you become an artist, you also become a digital creator, and
Yes.
I'm really bad at that.
Okay.
And so, you'll see a whole lot of nothing from me, and then like one day it's like boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
because I'm like, I got to catch up on the last 6 months.
Yeah.
But you can message me on there. I usually have my cell phone posted like everywhere because
Okay.
that's what I use.
Yes.
And so I'm more of like a people. I talk to
Yeah.
people.
Yes.
And so when I go places, I talk to people. I'm very open about all of the things and willing to help in all of the aspects.
Well, that's what this is all about, is the people.
Mhm.
Because I know Claudia, she's a people person too, and I am as well. We're like, if you see us at markets, we're just like, hi. And
Yeah.
sometimes it's like, we're like
Too much.
Yeah, we're like
Hello.
we're like puppies almost. Like
know,
we're just like
yes.
happy to
Excited.
see you.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, exactly. And so I love that. And I understand each artist in crafter has their own style, because you don't consider yourself one, but you are. It's just so unique to see that style come out with your work, and to see how vibrant and fun it is. But teaching others to do that work, I mean, that can be exhausting, like expressing yourself, but then also teaching someone else to do it too. Is that difficult for you, or?
No, honestly, I really enjoy it. I feel like I talk to my husband a lot about like dreams and what does that look like. And honestly, it looks like a place where you can come and do crafts and art, a place where you can bring your kids. I think that's really important. We don't have enough of that anymore.
No.
I feel like I go places and I'm like, my child's going to get into all of the things
Mhm.
and it's going
Yeah.
to be really difficult. And
Mhm.
to me, that's sad. Like we
Mhm.
need to have more places where parents and families and kids are welcome.
Yeah.
And so like that. And also a place where you can just be you and do what you need to do.
Mhm. Mhm.
And so I don't know what the question was anymore because I got a little sidetracked because I'm real passionate about that.
Like
Like
a
I
beautiful answer.
That's it.
Yes.
I was like, wait, what's the question? I forgot it.
Wait, do you have ADHD?
A little bit, but listen, I'm non-diagnosed, but I'm telling you.
Mm.
50 tabs.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
love
Still
it.
open.
Oh, yeah.
because I mean, it's like a second power, really.
Yeah.
You can do so
Crazy.
much.
It's my superpower.
Yes.
Like
Awesome.
I need someone to diagnose me because I'm telling you that's what it is.
But it's not like you get the diagnosis, and it's not like you can put your name and then like
I mean, you could.
MD.
Yeah.
Like, can I put my name
Yeah.
and then ADHD
Yeah.
after that?
Yeah.
Everybody knows that I do
Yeah.
have it. So it's like,
Superpower.
Maybe.
And quotations, ADHD superpower.
mhm.
I like that.
Yeah.
Do you have like a extra class for that?
An extra class for that?
Yeah, it'd
What
just
do
be
you
like
mean?
for people with a lot of energy.
Oh my
you
gosh,
know.
I can make one.
Everybody
I
get up
think
and
you have
dance.
it. Let's do it.
Ooh, I want to do that one.
Yeah.
Everybody get up and dance. Go run
I
around.
would do that.
Go sit down.
And then you
Like,
it's
and craft.
like
Yeah,
the
5
boxing
minutes.
chess match.
I know. Yeah,
thing.
5 minutes to craft. Go around.
That would
That'd
be
be
so
good.
much
I
fun.
know.
We could host
Yeah,
that, all
I-
three of
I know.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready for it.
Awesome. Yes. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. This was
Thank
so
you for
much
having
I
fun.
know. Thank you for
Yes.
drinking coffee with
I
us.
know. I'm a tea person. But
Tea
listen,
person, yes.
The matcha was great.
Okay.
Get it.
Come and get it at Cozy.
It's
Cup
really
of Cozy.
good. Yep.
Yes, this one's really good.
And should we cheers?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. And was it follow us and like? What else?
Share, comment,
Share.
and just give us a follow. It helps a lot.
It does. Thank you.
And if you're an artist, you should come. It's pretty fun.
Yes.
I was
We
really
are fun.
nervous, but it's fine.
We are
Aw.
fun. We're very fun.